Hi, welcome back to Jane's Brain Space. Today, I'm going to show you some welcome home fan art I drew, and I probably should have said this before when I did the noir film video, but I am not associated with Clown or his characters. I'm just a big fan who made fan art. So with that little disclaimer out of the way, let's go on to showing. This is me if I was in Welcome Home, or in other words, puppetified. And like I said before, I will make up random words on the spot. So, if you've seen my hodgepodge video, I did show my technically first OC, Pastel Hugs. And originally, she was supposed to be me as a Welcome Home character, but then she soon became an OC of her own. So then I drew myself as a puppet. And I don't know what, I think it's because of the weird background color. Let me just... There you go, now you're not getting blinded. So for this version of me, I have more bluer skin and my hair is brown. I have those little, I don't know if this is correct, epigee? That little anime hairstyle that they have. I have that. My nose is red since it's the opposite of blue, and it makes sense since red was my favorite color when I was little. So, what's it called? Wait, cameo. Cameo to my favorite color. I kind of stayed within the 70s style because I knew I was going to wear a hoodie since whenever I draw myself, I always just draw myself in a hoodie. I mean, I don't draw hoodies now because it's very hot up here in Pennsylvania. So, but I have a lot of hoodies, so it makes sense. I looked up 70s style hoodies, and this was the only one I liked. I changed the jacket to black because it looks nice. I'm wearing bell bottoms because those things look super comfortable, and I wouldn't mind wearing them. It's kind of funny because they look more like jeans, and I don't usually like to wear jeans because I bumped the thing, sorry. And some green shoes that I changed a little bit to match my style. I did. Okay, I don't know why. I think I did to fill some space. But I don't remember what it originally looks like, but I do remember seeing a little picture of a mouth that's going, ah. So I guess I just drew it from memory, and I love it so much. Howdy and Barnaby are my favorite characters from it. And I'm very proud of how I was going to say I turned out. I turned out very good, and I'm pretty cute as a puppet. Take this time to take a water break. My mom's saying I love you in the background.
You're taking a drink of water. I thought you were going to cut that out.
No.
I love you.
Get out. I messed up about it a few times, but I figured it out. Again, I like drawing in the more puppet style because I don't have to worry about joints. Because sometimes I can draw like elbows and how the forearm I'm gonna go with goes, but sometimes it's like, nope, it's gonna be difficult to draw. Don't worry, I shrink it down. I do that a lot actually. I draw it like more smaller, but then I make it bigger afterwards. This was during the time I was trying to figure out how I draw hands, but then I realized I could just draw hands very simple. Like, I think when I was younger, I used to draw hands. Did too. I did used to draw hands like that, and now that I think of it, my style is more on the cartoony, simple-ish side. If you ignore the details I like to put in, my style of hands fits with my style of feet slash legs. And now it's gonna fall asleep. It's gonna do this. I was gonna I'm not sure what I was gonna do there actually. I was gonna do this. I was gonna add that almost fire meme to be part of it, but then I just didn't want to afterwards. Okay, I think it's now in the. There we go. I was gonna add like more patterns on the hoodie, but then I just got rid of it. That took 2 hours, 35 minutes, and 25 seconds. Gotta go over here. Next is a little fan art I did of one of my favorite characters, Howdy Pillar, and it turned out much better than I thought it would because he has 4 arms and 4 legs. Here is Howdy Pillar in my art style, and I'm very proud of how he turned out because if you've seen one of my older videos of when I did MHAOCs, one of my characters had 4 arms, and I made his arms very small. And I somehow did this correctly so it doesn't look weird. Actually, the 4 legs wasn't as hard as I thought they would. Just think Squidward. This whole thing is part of the We'll Go Home ARG you can go to with the audio, and honestly, I love all the characters' voices. It's so cool. So I just wrote up I had to figure out what it was at first. I remember what it was, but I had to make sure I was correct just because I wanted to. And I'm very proud of this. So, by his name, Howdy Pillar is a caterpillar. He's also one of the more taller residents because I think he's supposed to be 7 feet tall. He is such. I mean, okay, I do sometimes watch the newer Muppets movies, and I do see like how some puppets are taller, but I'm just trying to imagine how Howdy Pillar would look like an actual tall puppet. That would be actually crazy. Sorry. Oh, here there's how Howdy's supposed to usually looks like. So when I doing it, I realized that it looked like his lower set of arms were located right under his arms. I never drawn multiple limbs, so so I just made like the lower limbs, I guess, on a lower capacity so I could work on the front ones. I also had a bit of trouble of what the arms were gonna do, and I thought this kind of fit. I thought this fitted. I can't talk. I was trying to draw how his head is like, but then it went really weird. So I just changed it. It still looks good, even though I had to use the head shapes that I usually use. His hair was so much fun to draw. His hair was so much fun to draw, and his antennas. I really like this fandom because of all the colorful colorful colors, and I love using colors, so this fits. I wanted to draw my little puppet just being amazed because I did not expect it to turn out that well. Because again, I never drawn extra limbs, and what is going on with the brightness here? There we go. I give him a little fuzz under his chin because I can. I was like, it kind of looked like he had fuzz under his chin. This was a bit, for me, when it's a pattern that's like striped or checkered, it's hard to make it when it like bends because of how it's going. But I think I still did a pretty good job. That took 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 28 seconds. I thought that said 29 because I am blind from far away. Now, my last two art I'm going to show you, I'm going to explain a bit of context for it. Yeah, I can't talk. But anyway, let's go over to the first one. So, Welcome Home is currently getting the treatment of many people making a use for it. Seriously, there is a lot of them. And I soon am currently trying to work on an AU of my own called the Steampunk AU. So, I don't have a lot of how the heck this AU works, but I guess that in the Steampunk AU, it's, steampunk. If you ever seen steampunk, how many times am I going to say that word, aesthetic before, it's very like, full of gears. So I did Wally first because he is the main neighbor. So I think I had to kind of do him first. Also, I had more of the idea for him than most of the characters. And Home, who is Wally's house, he's a blimp in this AU because I felt like a house wouldn't make much sense. And also, I think he looks pretty funny as a blimp. So in his house form, he is red with a blue roof. It's, now that I think about it, it kind of matches Wally because because this part's so big. And I made the propeller the chimney colors because I just wanted to. Steampunk Wally is wearing a little top hat with, I don't remember what that's called. Someone in the comments, please tell me what it is. I knew what it looks like, but I don't know what it's called. So, I feel like Steampunk Wally, like feeling like more bigger emotions, like panic and something like that. Steam will exit out of this like a train whistle, because I thought that'd be really funny actually. He's wearing a little, I actually had to look up what a steampunk monocle looks like, and when I saw, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be part of it. I feel like the characters that I only have like 2 of them, they have like a brown tint to them. I don't know why, but I felt like it would go more with the steampunks since they wouldn't be as colorful. But of course, with some colors, there are puppets still. So their outfits are very different from the originals. He still has his neck scarf, his pompadour. He has a blue jacket, I don't know, in the original, but I changed that a little bit. And his pants, of course, are the same. Most of the other stuff is a bit different than anything else. The buttons, I made them look like screws because I thought that'd be a really cool detail. I don't know. There, moved. That's what Home originally looks like. I had to figure out how to draw Blimp a few times. I am very proud of how this turned out because the only thing I made of a thing that was an AU was Undertale, and half of those were really bad. I don't even want to explain what half of them were. So this is more of a, I just wanted to combine an aesthetic with Welcome Home, and that's what I went with. I had a bit of trouble. I'm having a bit of trouble with his legs. Okay. Wally doesn't technically have a nose, but it would still look weird if I didn't make that mark on where his nose would be. I didn't have eyebrows, so that's gotta work. I had trouble with the monocle a few times. I do have ideas for some of the other characters, such as Poppy Partridge. She's definitely going to have more like mechanical wings or a plague doctor's mask, or maybe both. Both would actually be cool. So steampunk AU, well not AU, aesthetic is like, it's hard to explain most of the aesthetics, especially since some of them are really weird. So yeah, I couldn't do it. I was running out of options. Um, it's like think like a big city, but everything is more mechanical. Let's go with that. Yep, we're gonna go with that now. I actually used the colors from the original. I just dulled it. Excuse me. I dulled it down a little bit to kind of fit the aesthetic. That took 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 21 seconds. Now I will show you the other character I did for my steampunk AU. I almost forgot to pause it. Here is Steampunk Sally Starlet, and I thought it was I thought you pronounced her last name differently. She was one of the few I actually had idea for her style, kind of. Actually, I didn't have an idea for her outfit. It was more of what her head looked like. So Sally Starlet in the original is more of a theater person. So I felt like she should have one of the mechanical masks, and I've seen a lot of cool steampunk masks. I had to look some up though. So I thought it makes sense if she was wearing one to kind of represent like the theater side of her that she usually is. And it's supposed to look like sun rays, like when someone like draws a sun and they draw the sun rays. I thought that'd be kind of a funny detail because she is a sun. Her outfit, it's in the blue category since her original is like wearing an overall skirt. I actually have no idea what her outfit is, but it still looks cool. Her shirt is supposed to be this pattern, but since for my idea that the character's like patterns on the clothes should just be like a bit something else or something similar to it. Like for Wally, his pants will stay the same. They just were like a different style. So for Sally Starlet, instead of a shirt, it's gloves. Because I thought that would look cool. Also, it kind of complements it. So I thought it'd be cool if her sun rays were more mechanical. Making all the screws was very annoying. I just ended up duplicating them and moving them if I had to because I'm not drawing that many circles. There, I'm not sure what the outfit is, but I like it. So I just try to keep with the idea of the outfit for Sally, and this I thought it was kind of similar to it, so I went with that. I've been messing up legs lately for some reason. Well, technically I messed up that leg, but I had to restart it. Like I said, I have some ideas, but most of them are just like little details. Like for Frank Frankly, who has like a bow tie that looks like a butterfly, I was thinking of making a bow tie, but it's made out of gears. I'm not sure if that would even be comfortable, but I'm probably gonna draw it like that because it probably will look cool when I do. Oops, I did not fix this. No, it was like that. Never mind. And you can't tell because the brightness on this is silly. But the original Sally Starlight is more of a yellow. I just added brown tint to her to fit, like I said, to fit it. I was gonna do like the text more earlier because it was a bit annoying. I think I finally figured out how to do checkered pattern, so that took up a lot less time. That one took, I think because I didn't add anything else, 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 6 seconds. Come on. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon!